Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robbie from the Hybrid Network, and welcome back to another Universal Monsters video for the week. We're going to be talking about Frankenstein and his monster. So big gripe for people is that there have been a lot of films about Frankenstein, and none of them really get the message across of the book. I mean, some of them are really amazing. The classic Frankenstein film I absolutely love, as well as Young Frankenstein, which I think is just a masterpiece. I really do love that film. But they aren't faithful to the book, and Frankenstein is such a tragic story and really is like amazing in many people's favourite book because it takes this idea of being a monster and really turns it on its head. Frankenstein's monster isn't this mindless creature that just groans in the book. He has emotions and is eloquent, really complex when it comes to it as a character. So for those of you who haven't read the story of Frankenstein, I'm going to go through the plot for you and basically make this a Frankenstein explained video. Frankenstein is mostly told to as a story to Robert Walton, the captain of a ship which has gotten stuck in ice in the north. The story is told by Frankenstein himself when Robert comes across him in the north. And Frankenstein tells the story of how he created a monster and then how he just left because he was horrified from his creation. Victor goes to return to his family after he created it in Geneva, only to hear about his younger brother who has died. This then goes on as he suspects the monster to have done this. However, a young girl is blamed for this, who was adopted by the Frankensteins, and she was wrongly executed for the murder. Victor yet again leaves. This time he is confronted by the monster on a glacier, and this is where we see the human side of the monster, who just wants someone who can love him. So he wants Victor to create him a partner, a bride of Frankenstein, if you will. After a while, Victor agrees, but while creating this another creature, he destroys it, realizing what he has done. The monster vows his revenge on Victor's wedding night. Victor dumps the body and he is arrested in the morning for murder. He is shown the body and it is his good friend Henry who helped him create the monster. Obviously, he blames the monster. Victor isn't found guilty and he still goes through with his marriage. However, he sends his wife away so that she can be safe when the monster comes for him. But then he hears the scream of his wife and realizes the monster meant a wife for a wife. Then Victor's father dies of grief as well. So everyone around Victor is dying. His family is just... he has no one left. Victor then goes to hunt down the monster. And this is where the stories line up. And we end up on the ship with Victor and Robert. Victor dies on the ship due to the cold, and Robert goes to his room after a few days where the body of Frankenstein is, and he sees the monster just weeping by the bed because he has no purpose now, and he's just full of hatred and guilt, and now that he has no purpose, he can die too. So the monster goes out into the ice to die, and that's it. That's the story of the monster, and that's the story of Frankenstein, and it really is amazing. Now, I might do these for a few monsters, so if you want me to, leave that down in the comments below. I want to hear from you which monsters you would like me to break down next. And please leave a like, subscribe, also press the little bell button by the subscribe button. That'll tell you when we upload, because we upload all the time and you might miss this, you might miss it in your feed, so you want to see that. Anyway, I've been Rob from the Hybrid Network. Goodbye.